Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is copy this Suicide Squad base, and I'm using the base off this Killer Croc 1/6 scale statue. So I'll just pull his foot out of the hole. It comes with these 4 little rubber stickers, to go on the back. So I use a hair dryer and peel those off. So hopefully I can reuse them. All right. So like I was saying, here are the stickers. So I'll see if I can stick them back on there. But if not, it's pretty easy to find some more of these. And what I want to do, I'm making this so that I can use it for other 6 scale or 12 scale Suicide Squad figures. And I've got I want to really make it for this Hot Toys custom Joker that I made, and it'll kind of be like there's the Joker. So I want to have it. I want to have him on there like that, and then it'll be next to my Killer Croc to kind of have it like be balanced. So that's the plan. And so what I'm gonna do now is make a box for it, and then so I can pour the mold silicone into it, and then spray some oil. So like I said, any kind of oil you can use as a mold release. I'm gonna spray all over that and spray on the mold box. All right. So the mold box is just this piece of cardboard that I cut and shaped to fit around the base, and I've sprayed that too. So now I'm gonna tape it up, and there we go. All right. So what I've done, I've used this Alumilite amazing mold rubber, and I ended up using the whole thing. It comes with measuring cups, but I just used the whole base. Just poured all of this catalyst in, and if you're not going to do it that way, you can use 1 scoop of this catalyst for every 2 ounces of this, and they give you 1 ounce cups a piece, so you use 2 of these if you just want to use a little bit at a time. But I stirred it up. I used a wooden handle, stirred it up really good, and then I poured it. I made this little cardboard mold box. So now I'm getting ready to demold it, and it says wait 2 to 8 hours. I waited at least 8 hours, and it's all ready. So flipped it over, and now I can demold it and pour it up, see what it looks like. So I'll probably use this little razor to cut this film along the bottom of this base. But let's see what it looks like. All right. So if you see the detail, it looks like it captured it pretty good. And what I'm going to use is this resin, and I'm going to use this smooth on Onyx black 2-part resin, liquid plastic, and I will link in the description where to buy this for a good price. It's 2 parts A and B. I'll mix that up, pour it in, and it sets up pretty quick in like less than an hour. So come back and see what that looks like. Alright, so I'm getting ready to pour this up, and so I don't use all of this. Is just some mixing cups. Just use a little plastic spoon handle to stir it, and these little plastic cups to pour it in. And then, so I don't use as much, I'm gonna fill it with some popsicle sticks. Just like pour the first layer, make sure I get the letters good, and then fill it with popsicle sticks to kind of also take up some volume, but also to keep it tough so that it's not, if you drop it, it won't like crumble. This will like support it, kind of like rebar. All right, so I got the part A, part B of the Onyx Black. Just using some chopsticks to stir these up really good before I mix them. Like I said, I'm gonna do half and half in this cup, and then pour it in. All right, I'm back. I poured it up. I got it demolded, and there were some imperfections, and I expected that. So what I did, I gave it like a sanding to get rid of some of the little rough, bubbly areas, and it should be looking pretty good. The bottom, was worse, but that's the bottom. So what I did was there were some holes, so I put a little bit more resin in some of the holes, and I'm gonna sand those flat again. And there were a couple little areas, like you can see like on the side where I may put a little bit of epoxy filler to shape it right, like right there in particular. I may do that before I paint it, but like I said, I gave it a pretty good sanding with 150 grit sanding paper. And so now, like I said, I'm gonna sand this back flat from where I filled in a couple holes, and then I will wash it off and prime it. Alright, so I ran out of the first primer, the Krylon, so I used this one. It's Valspar, and I've got that on. It looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna go in with this metallic silver, because I already got some, and it looks like it's close enough to the base. Alright, so I'm back with the finished product. Here's the original base, here's my custom, and the paint is on there. It's all cured. I was gonna matte it out, but I think it looks better with the kind of gloss metallic, and it's a little different, but it came out pretty clean, except for the bottom, like I showed, where I tried to fill it in and make it look a little better, but the bottom doesn't really matter too much. And then I've got some bumpers on there that I just got from hardware store for pretty cheap, kind of like the original had. It came out pretty clean around the sides and the top. A couple spots here and there, but it adds to the character of the base. The original was pretty smooth, so this one's a little more jagged, but I think it works. It looks good to me. And so I got my Joker on there, and if you had a Harley Quinn, you could slide him over and have her on there too. But it works for what I was trying to do. And there it is. Thanks for watching, and if you want one of these, I might put a link to eBay. I might put an eBay listing, or you can just contact me directly, because I still got the mold, so I can make a bunch more of these. Alright.